Without further ado, it's a great pleasure to introduce Mariya Summerfield, who will be talking to us today on biodiversity, monitoring of marine structures using real-time AI, innovation, evidence, and engagement in action.
Thank you, Mary. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Mariya Summerfield. I'm with WSP Offshore Wind and Nature Advisory Team. My background lies in commercial fisheries compliance and monitoring. That's how it sort of transitioned into offshore wind. I previously worked on remote electronic monitoring and remotely piloted aircraft for commercial fisheries, which was at the time evolutionary tool. And now that's how I got interested in innovation. And that's where the AI comes in, because it's the new revolutionary tool that everyone has on their phones, everyone talks about, everyone uses. And it has huge potential for us. It has huge potential for biodiversity. And real-time AI species recognition can really turn marine infrastructure and marine structures into genuine biodiversity assets if we know how to use it. We know, we all know the bigger picture. There is global warming, there is marine pollution, there is microplastics. Everyone is racing somewhere towards certain goals. UK net zero, 50 gigawatts by 2030. Really substantial targets. But that rapid growth pushes already stressed marine ecosystems. And marine artificial structures, our turbine foundations, subsea cables, even scour protection, can either be an ecological problem or become a solution. But that is if we design and crucially monitor them well, and eventually we earn ecological credibility for that. Most of us already know, or most of you already know, what nature-inclusive design is. In short, we add texture, we add crevices, we add complexity, sort of habitat complexity, and we mimic natural environment into a fabric of the offshore wind infrastructure, so it supports marine life. We are moving from do no harm attitude to a genuine enhancement and restoration, building community trust and even regulatory support along the way. But here's the catch. We are at the crossroads of a sort, the clash of an old school and a new school. Traditional monitoring, vessels, surveys, divers, potentially are expensive, episodic, weather and tide dependent, and human limited. We miss subtle changes, we miss daily changes, and potentially end up with some patchy baselines. That weakens our adaptive management, and let's be honest, our credibility with the regulator, with the community we serve, and with the public. What we need right now, we need data that is continuous, high resolution, and potentially very much affordable. That's where the AI comes in. Imagine a network of 10, 20 underwater cameras bolted to monopile somewhere offshore in Scotland. They stream video 24/7. Computer vision models trained on thousands of images identify fish, invertebrates, their daily patterns, their daily behaviors. Dashboards light up on shore. If an invasive species pops by, we see it. If a protected one returns, we note it. The evidence, this is the evidence you can take to the regulator or even to a classroom as a live stream without waiting 6 months for a potential survey report. Practically, this means fewer vessel days and a data set that is so rich for true adaptive management. It's not just an automation for automation's sake. It's an insight at speed and scale. We know the concepts of nature-inclusive design work. We know the concepts of AI species recognition work. As an example, Rich North Sea program in Netherlands, they are testing oyster bed restorations and that have shown already higher biomass on nature-inclusive design scour protection. RWE are currently testing AI recognition to map ecosystem response with underwater drones that are equipped with AI. Our aim is to move the industry from these pilots to a repeatable delivery model so that developers can choose AI-ready, nature-inclusive design model from start, from the very beginning of their project. Why does this data matter so much to us? Because if you can show a real-life stream of a reef or an underwater reef into a coastal school or a fishing community, you potentially change the conversation from suspicion to collaboration. The real-time video builds transparency, fuels STEM education, and ultimately earns social license that every offshore wind project needs. It also fits the bigger picture worldwide. We have more robust data sets for national restoration targets, maybe even potentially new biodiversity indicators. AI species recognition isn't just some kind of futuristic gadget. It's a practical, fast-evolving tool that proves that nature-inclusive design can deliver and is delivering. The ocean doesn't need just less harm. It needs active help, and it also needs proof. And this particular tool can help. We want to design with nature, monitor with intelligence, and restore with intent. Thank you very much.